Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to day 9 of Bookmas. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a 24-hour reading challenge where I'm reading only holiday themed books. So I have my whole holiday TBR to choose from, and then I have a couple of physical books that I want to read as well. But I'm going to be doing the method where I pause the timer anytime that I'm not reading, and I'm hoping to break it up into like 12-hour increments. Like today I want to do 12 hours, tomorrow I want to do 12 hours, but overall it'll be 24 hours. And anytime I'm not reading, I will just pause the timer and start it back up whenever I pick my book back up. But my goal is to break it up into 2 days, 12 hours today and 12 hours tomorrow. It is 9:30 right now, so it is a bit of a late start, but I already have coffee, I have some water, and the book I'm starting with is Anna Holidays by Christina Lauren. I absolutely love Christina Lauren's writing, but I've really been wanting to read this one for a couple of years now, and I feel like now is just the perfect time to jump into it. And it looks so cute. I've also heard so many good things about it. I'm not really too sure what it's about, but I'm really excited to get into this one. I'm also really excited to see how many Christmas books I can read in this video. So I'm gonna go ahead and start the timer and then jump straight into Anna Holidays by Christina Lauren. I just realized that I have a signed version of this book. Obviously, I got it at the thrift store like I do majority of my books, but I just realized that this front page has their signature on it. That is so cool. I didn't realize that. I've had this book for years on my TBR. I just now realized that it's signed. That is so cool. Like, I wasn't expecting that whatsoever. What a fun little surprise. I am gonna pause the timer here so that I can go get some lunch, but I have about 22 hours left on the timer. I've read about 100 pages so far. I am really enjoying this book. It is so fun. The banter is so good, and our main character is stuck in a time loop, and I'm so excited to see how that plays out. So I'm gonna go make some lunch and then jump back into this book. There's about 18 hours and 36 minutes left on the timer for today. Ideally, I would like to read for 6 more hours today, but it's already 5 o'clock, so I think I'm gonna have to stay up a little later tonight in order to hit my time for today, because I don't really want to split this up over more than 2 to 3 days. I really enjoyed this book. I thought this book was so cute, and the whole time loop aspect of it was so much fun. And I really love the progression of the relationship and their story. I thought it was so cute, and all the holiday family vibes. It made me realize that my family literally doesn't have any like holiday traditions, and this book made me want to like get out and do things with my family like around the holidays. Like they would get out and they would do a bunch of stuff together. We don't get snow here, but they would do like Snow Creatures Day where everyone builds a creature instead of just like a snowman, or scavenger hunt. This book really just made me realize that we are not doing enough for the holidays, and that just sounds like so much fun. So I really enjoyed this book. I would definitely recommend it. This was such a good holiday Christmas book. I really enjoyed it. I think I'm gonna end up giving it 4.5 stars. So 4.5 stars for Christina Lauren. With that being said, we do have about 18.5 hours left on the timer, so I really need to sit down and get as much reading done as I possibly can. So let's go pick out my next book. I have one more book for my physical holiday TBR that I own, and then I have a lot of options for like Kindle Unlimited and like books from my library. So I think I'm gonna read the next book on my physical TBR. I don't know if I'm gonna like it. I've heard it's a bit more on the spicier side, and like I said, I'm not a big fan of open door romance. I much prefer closed door romance. I think this one was a lot more closed door romance than this next one's gonna be. So if I don't like it, I'm honestly not gonna push myself to read it, especially if it's too spicy. So let me grab that book and then we can talk about it. But the next book I'm gonna read is A Holly Jolly Ever After by Julie Murphy and Sierra Simone. Again, I have no idea what this book is about, so I'm just gonna go ahead and jump straight into it, and I'll give you my thoughts whenever I have some idea. But first things first, of course, I have to take the dust jacket. I feel like I've been in the same spot all day, but I'm like 10 pages in, and I'm not gonna lie, I am not liking it, like whatsoever. I don't like the writing, I don't like the characters, I don't like the setup, like I am just not really enjoying it, and I know I'm not very far, but like I swear I can tell sometimes that like when I'm not gonna like a book, I can usually tell within like the first few chapters. I'm not enjoying the dialogue in this, I'm not enjoying the writing style, and it's just not doing it for me. I don't think I'm gonna continue this if I'm being honest, so I think what I'm gonna do is donate this, and then I actually have a book that I downloaded from my library. I think it's The Most Wonderful Crime of the Year. I think I'm gonna read that one as well. That one's by Allie Carter. That one I feel like is gonna be a little more my vibe, so I'm just gonna go ahead and jump straight into The Most Wonderful Crime of the Year by Allie Carter. Hey guys, I accidentally slept in way later than I was supposed to today. I woke up around 10 o'clock and I did read as soon as I woke up. I think I read for like an hour, but we still have a total of 16.5 hours left on the timer, which means that you are going to be stuck with me for today and tomorrow. So get comfortable because we still have a long way to go, but I'm still reading The Most Wonderful Crime of the Year, and I'm actually really enjoying it so far. I'm finding the banter to be so entertaining and so funny. I'm about 81 pages into it, and basically our two main characters are both writers, and they were both invited to spend Christmas with this very famous crime author. But there's a little bit of a one-sided nemesis thing going on with our two main characters, so that's making for some really great banter. Also, the way that we're getting the story, we're kind of getting it like in glimpses of the past, because in the present timeline, like the way that the book starts, they are actually being interrogated by the police together. So I'm really curious to see what crime occurred, because I know the author is a crime writer. So I'm really intrigued to see like what went down between the party and then like the present timeline where they're being interrogated by the police. So it's very fun, very bingeable, very easy to read. So I'm gonna go ahead and start the timer and jump back into it. So let's see if I can finish another Christmas book. I have about 140 pages left, so I'll definitely be able to finish that here in a couple of hours. But this book started off really cozy and festive, and now like the mystery has fully kicked in. I feel like I'm way more invested than I was expecting to be, and I also feel like every chapter kind of adds a clue or a little twist, because basically the host of this party, who was that very famous crime author, she has gone missing in her own home. And so like this group of people who has gathered for her Christmas party, they're all like looking for her. And I'm honestly really enjoying the mystery aspect like just as much as I'm enjoying the romance aspect. But I'm definitely at that point in the story where I've started to kind of form my own theories, and it's really just the perfect mix of cozy and suspense. I think I'm really just gonna sit here and binge the rest of it because I'm so excited to see how the rest of it plays out. So I'm gonna get back to reading. We still have 13 hours left on the timer, so let's see how much of that I can knock out today, and then we'll see how much we have left for tomorrow. Hi guys, we are down to about 6 hours left on the timer. I finished The Most Wonderful Crime of the Year yesterday, and I ended up giving the book 4 stars. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was very entertaining, and it was definitely a page turner. Like, it definitely kept my attention, and the pacing was super fast, but also very clever with the details and like the clues that were strung throughout the book. So I really enjoyed it. I feel like it had a really nice blend of cozy, festive atmosphere vibes, but then there was also like an actual mystery with like just enough danger to kind of like keep me hooked, but for the book to not lose that cozy charm that it had. So I thought it was really cute. I also loved how our main characters had like this one-sided nemesis thing going on. Our FMC is still upset about something that happened years ago with the MMC, and she's convinced that they should just hate each other still. So I loved watching them have to interact together and solve this mystery together, because they're literally snowed in at this cabin. Like, they can't just leave. Like, they're literally stuck there together until the snowstorm is over at least. So I feel like that made for some really good banter, and they both had really good backstories that I was actually really invested in, and we got to see little glimpses of that as well. So I would definitely recommend reading that one this holiday season. And I actually jumped straight into The Plight Before Christmas by Kate Stewart, which is available on Kindle Unlimited, by the way, but I didn't get very far last night, so I woke up earlier this morning and read for a couple of hours. So now I'm on like page 60, and we have about 6 hours left on the timer. This one I'm really enjoying as well so far. I think it's gonna be a little bit of a second chance romance, because her brother's new colleague is the friend that he brought home for Thanksgiving, and the guy that he brought home is actually his sister's college ex-boyfriend. And I just feel like that's gonna make for some really good banter, because one, they're exes, and two, they're forced to spend Christmas together 17 years later. So I'm really excited to see how this one plays out. I'm gonna go make myself a matcha right now, and then I'm gonna see how much of this timer I can knock out. maybe even try to finish this book because my Kindle says that I have about 6.5 hours left. So maybe I'll just sit down and knock both the book and the timer out. That would be great. So I'm gonna go make a matcha and then we'll jump into reading this book. I ended up starting the audiobook earlier because I wanted to go for a walk and get some steps, and normally I can read my Kindle and walk at the same time, but I can't read my Kindle, walk my dog and pay attention to my surroundings all at the same time. So I decided to start the audiobook, and it's really good actually. I'm loving all the different like voices we're getting for the characters. I always forget how much I enjoy audiobooks, especially when there's a lot of dialogue, and this book has really good dialogue. Like the banter is off the chart, and I'm loving all of our characters and all the family chaos and drama and just like the holiday festive vibes. I'm really enjoying it. It's very entertaining, and like I said, the banter is so good. I have about 3 hours left with the audiobook, and I think we have like 4 hours left on the timer. So if I have enough time, I might even start another Christmas book after this one, depending on how the timer situation plays out. But I really wanted to hand make some gifts this year, and I haven't really got any ideas for like the people in my life yet. I wanted to look on Pinterest and kind of look for ideas for stuff that I can make people. So I'm gonna do that while I listen to the audiobook. In the same spot once again, but it is currently 5 o'clock. I just finished The Plight Before Christmas. I thought that book was so cute. It was such a cozy, chaotic holiday read, and it definitely had that classic like family gathering drama energy mixed with like a really sweet second chance romance. Very snowy, cozy vibes, and a good mix of family drama, family bickering, and romantic tension. I thought it was super easy to read, super Christmassy. I loved the banter, and I feel like it's a great book if you like your romances with a little bit of emotional depth and a little bit of humor. So I'm gonna give that book 4 stars. I thought it was really cute. And we have about an hour left on the timer. I definitely won't be able to finish another book, but I'm gonna look on Kindle Unlimited and see if there's any other Christmas romances that I want to read that are available on Kindle Unlimited, and then we're gonna finish this timer off. The timer just went off. The book that I ended up reading was My December Darling. I'm about 30 pages into it, and so far I'm enjoying it. It's very cozy, very cute. It is a lakefront billionaire Christmas novella. I think it's also in like a small town as well. So far I'm really enjoying it. I'm really enjoying our characters. We're following Catalina and Luke. So I'm gonna keep reading that, but the timer did go off, which means that we are at the end of this video. So real quick, let's go over the 3 Christmas books that I read. Starting off with In the Holidays by Christina Lauren. I really enjoyed that book. I thought the banter was so cute, the storyline was so fun, and the time loop was so much fun as well. And then I read The Most Wonderful Crime of the Year. This one was really fun as well. This was like the perfect mix of banter, cozy romance, and mystery. I really enjoyed that one. I would definitely recommend that one as well. And then I just finished The Plight Before Christmas. That one was a very cozy, very festive second chance romance, and I really enjoyed like the banter and the family dynamic, like being home for the holidays. I really enjoyed that in that book. And then I just started My Darling December. But those are the 3 books that I read in this video. If you read any of these, let me know your thoughts on them, or if you plan on reading them this holiday season, I would love to know that as well. Otherwise, I am losing lighting, so I'm gonna wrap this video up right now. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you did, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow for day 10. Bye!